We're going to say that again. Hello.
Howdy.
How are you all? Happy Halloween.
How do you do?
How are you Halloweeners?
Halloweener.
Are you a Halloweener? Are you a full wiener?
Is it full of catfish?
I said earlier, and then I'd make sure to get Chelsey home before all their Halloweeners came. And then Chelsey and her sibling Parker, who we were FaceTiming with, started saying Halloweeners.
Mm-hmm. And then I started thinking about what a full wiener would be, and I imagined the catfish from river monsters that would swim up piss streams. Horrible creature.
When all I was saying was, hey, little kids are gonna be coming for Halloween. But I taught my kids well. Plays on words. And perversion.
Yeah.
Oh. That reminds me. I have a picture to show you.
Fun.
Oh, what a fun day I have set for us. We will be cutting our stream definitively off at 5:30. And if you haven't noticed, yes, I am sling free. I can do this now and this. It still hurts like a bitch, but I don't have a sling. But how have you been the last 2 weeks?
Good. Excited to fish a new river.
Yeah.
Which is good because I've caught a
Where are you going, Chelsey?
other side of the state, Pittsburgh. I hope to catch a gar. That'd be cool. But otherwise, I've only caught one fish the last about 2 weeks. However, it was my very first catch on a spoon. Oh wait, I did catch a really cool lure. I caught like a spoon lure. It's like it's just kind of like a little piece of metal goes. But I was fishing with one, and I hooked into.
Wait. Was it a homemade spoon lure?
Oh no, it was just a random cheap one from Walmart.
And what kind of thing did that
It was a
lure
bluegill.
say?
What?
On the what's that warning that comes on that?
Actually, it's not on the spoons because they have no lead, but warning, this product may contain chemicals including lead and lead compounds, which are known by the state of California to cause cancer and birth defects or other reproductive harm. For more information, go to www.p65warnings.ca.gov. What's it saying?
Good to know.
Oh yeah, the lure was... So you see that fish right there? It's a lure of that fish. A little bit bigger. It was a really fancy one too. It's got a bright green tail for extra visibility. I was kind of shocked because it was snagged into a board. Barely actually snagged. So I get the line and it's clearly someone snapped off. So I just start yanking a little like, poop. I pull in like, damn, that's like a $5 lure there. That was a cool find.
Well, now. I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb.
We had some really cool animal sightings also. So the time I caught the bluegill in the spoon, I got to see it. First, I thought it was a dog. So it was up on there was like a hill where there's some houses, and it's like right next to these one people's trampoline. So at first I'm like, oh, okay, it's a dog watching me from someone's yard. And then I was like, that's a really weird face for a dog. Oh, it's a fox, which is not my first time I've actually seen a red fox in the wild. I've heard them a lot. I've never actually seen them alive in the wild. And then a little while later, some woman comes over walking her dog. And as soon as she's out of view on the other side, the fox just darts across the other side of the lake, which is really cool to watch it just like parkour around the logs. And then the last time I was at the lake, I just saw a great blue heron just swoop over the pond and just slowly fly across it. Go in the same direction, too. Like,
I'm sorry, their grandmother can't remember, even though she's right downstairs, that we're live.
fun. Yeah, seeing a heron do that is like watching an angel, but it's got like stilt legs. Because like this is like a 5-foot tall bird. These are giant birds.
I have to just turn all notifications off on my glasses. That's the only way I'm not going to have notifications while we're streaming. That's just there. Mm-hmm. No notifications. No notifications will be bothering me. They're too noisy. I have noisy glasses that give me voices in my head. Thank you, Meta. Now can you please repeat that for me? I'm sorry, Chelsey.
Did you hear the fox part?
No.
Okay, so my very first time seeing a red fox in the wild still alive, I was fishing at the pond, and so there's some houses right up the hill. Yeah, like that kind of fox. So there's
No, you need to wear it. I have ears.
So it starts dart. It's at first it's just watching me from up next to this trampoline in these people's yard, and at first I think it's a dog, and so I was like, that's a really weird face for a dog. I was like, oh, that's a fox. Some woman then eventually a few minutes later comes walking her dog across the lake.
You gotta pull it down some. It looks silly otherwise.
Yep, I got headphones in the way. This is the farthest it goes.
There you go. It's a little better.
Yeah. The it also always looks silly because it's so poofy up here. So eventually, after the woman gets by with her dogs, it clearly spooked the fox enough it decides, I need to get away from here, and just darts across the other side of the pond, and I get to watch it parkour around some logs and things. And
Parkour fox.
yeah. So the next time I go there, the last time I was there was a great blue heron, which are like the stork-looking dudes that are like 5 foot tall, huge birds, just slowly fly. It dips below the tree, so it's over top of the water about 10 feet, and just slowly flies across it and then away. It's like watching an angel, but it's instead of an angel, it's like a horror bird.
Wait. Wasn't that the kind that caused the fire?
What fire?
You remember you said there was
Oh, yeah.
the fish
It could have been.
that caused the fire. That was like a blue, some sort of like a herring or something got a fish and it dropped it on a
It could have been like a heron or something.
Forest fire.
The fish itself looked like it was probably a carp, or a sucker or something. But yeah, the bird was probably something like, it could have been like a smaller thing, like an osprey, like that would have been a harder chance of actually carrying it. But it could have been a heron. They got long pointy beaks so they can spear the fish too. But I'm saying, oh yeah, I actually see them quite a bit when I'm bicycling around. I only notice them because I'll pass by and then this giant thing just goes out. Because they look kind of just like they're a little weird dead plant usually.
Maybe they're the true Mothman.
Yeah. You see these things and you...
how they would
you see this thing and you feel like you just saw a cryptid. Giant, scary bird.
I could definitely see that. Because, like, you might not know, though you should, me being your mother. There's a scene in The Wizard of Oz where the urban legend is that a munchkin had hung themselves. You know that? Mm-hmm. So what it's actually said that it was a herring walking around in the background. But yeah, it wasn't a munchkin.
I have yet to see a heron actually. There's a pond around that's a great blue heron pond, and I've yet to see a heron there. I also don't know why it's named that. It's a weird little pond.
I consider all ponds weird little ponds.
Yeah.
Technically, they're weird little
I love
lakes.
looking at them on Google Earth because they have the historical data. So you can go see like how old is this pond, and like an astounding amount of ponds around here are only about 10 years old. Most of them were made in 2008. I guess that's more than 10 years, but yeah, a lot of them are pretty recent. My favorite bass pond, the one I've been going to recently, is one of the only ones that are older. And this was like an old farm drainage pond that's since been turned into a development, but the pond still stays there. There's another pond that's really close to it, though. I don't like that one because it's... So first, you can't really get down to it. It's like this horrific sheer drop into it, about probably 15 feet, and it's all full of weeds. I've tried to fish there just like tossing off from the top of the cliff. The issue is every single time I snagged on a weed instantly.
I just shook my entire desk.
Fun.
You know, on your way down towards the Walmart, after you cross where they have that walking path now, there's the dog food place, and then there's these people's property where there's that lake. I always wanted to try fishing there.
Yeah, there's so many random ponds I'll see in people's yards, especially because I go on Google Maps and like, you'd be astounded by the amount of people with a pond in their yard around. And I keep saying this, like, I just want to go and like, I want to fish your pond. I've actually sometimes,
If we're live, please keep watching. But my computer just froze. Oh, we're good. I don't know why my computer did that. But thankfully, we're still live.
Fun.
That scared me for a second. So, one thing I want to do real quick is, though, make sure I have something. I need to make sure something is in here right so we can hear it when I play it.
When I see people fishing, I need to start making random urban legends about my fishing spots. Like, I keep thinking about that one story about the place where the kid died. And, like, I could just make up stuff about places. Especially if it's like, at least something one dying there'll be a record of, but, like, something that's just kind of stupid. Or, like, as supposed, like, let's say I, like, make up an alien abduction at some spots. Oh yeah, some dude says he was like abducted here. He passed out one day and he woke up after fishing back home already. All his gear's still at the spot.
You mean alien abduction?
Yeah.
Okay, spill that tea.
Oh no, I'm talking about making a bullshit alien abduction story.
Oh.
So I can make up
Okay,
lore
no, you
to
have
my.
to save that. No, you're still going to. That needs to be used.
Oh yeah, we could tell
plan.
people, and then you have FBI show up afterwards. You have some Men in Black show up afterwards and ask them, "Hey, have you heard about this?" And just like, "Oh shit, this is an actual thing." That'd be amazing.
This is our treat I made for our trick or treat. So
it's like, imagine you're fishing there one day, and then another day, you just have someone walk up and like, "Hey, have you heard about this incident that supposedly took place here? Do you know anything about it?"
For those, don't chew so close to your microphone. For those who have not yet heard, no, we have not done the first planning stream for the plan, but we have a brilliant idea. We're looking for those of you out there who want to join us in becoming the Men in Black, because we will confuse the world. But, we shall now return to fishing. Because, as you all know, fishing is Chelsea's jam. On this,
Oh, God, I have a horrible idea.
my hand.
I have an amazing, horrible idea. I can be at, like, the pond. I can be at the pond. So there's this fallen tree in the pond. And I can say that, oh, yeah,
Chelsea being Chelsea.
my great-grandfather once tried to hang himself on that tree. It failed. He just took the whole tree with him. He survived and lived a nice, happy life after.
There.
But we just still have this whole tree just sitting here. Be
It's like
amazing.
Sinister.
Oh yeah, my poppy had this whole damn area as a farm here. One day the crops all dried up. He decided to hang him off that tree and went. Now I catch my bass out there.
I think I'm going to make you wear that hat over top of your headphones every one of our streams. It totally works for you. After all, you made that hat.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is my 14-year-old hand that I made when I was 14, which is in my hand.
I want you.
And Chelsea's fish she made.
Wow, the top
how
fin is
old
very
were you?
broken.
Dude,
Judging
this thing was in pieces when I found it.
the top fin. So you see the top fin there?
Yeah.
Oh, also those fins are
And the
broken
bottoms.
off.
Yeah.
Well, there's no.
It was on top of the Nana's, next to the shelving she has next to her laundry.
I can tell you, I was early
It was all the way
14.
up top and tucked behind her cleaning vinegar.
I was early 14 because it is so chipply and unsanded, and it was done. This was one of my first attempts using the airbrush before I decided I didn't like the airbrush. Early 14.
So my 14-year-old, this is my hand when I was 14. I made it when I was 14. So that's your fish when you were 14.
I can tell because of the really bad
about 14?
job doing the stripes. Because there's like, you can see some stripes up there, and I can remember how I did those. It was just I had a little stick in the way.
If only it was 2014 when you made that. But you were 16 then.
Yeah. Those fish would have been actually sanded.
Let's see if I can get that.
Technically, it was sanded, but with 400 grit sandpaper. So, like, it was just, like, enough to, like, slightly smooth it. Then actually get rid of all the chisel marks.
Oh, look it zoomed in.
Fun. I do actually really like the chisel marks on things like that now. Because at the time, I was, like, wanting to make them look more
I
realistic.
love
But
my
now,
cameras.
nowadays, I look at, like, the chisel marks and, like, it looks cooler. Because it's, like, looks more like a carved thing.
Okay. What was your favorite Halloween costume that you had growing up?
Giant squid.
I was hoping you would say that. Mm-hmm. When, let's see. Dylan was in kindergarten.
I was 8.
Kindergarten. You were 8. So I made Dylan and Chelsea and Parker giant squid costumes. And I mean, like, full-on costumes, like 3-foot tall, pillow-filled, like, stuffing. Like, the whole top of their heads were 3 feet tall. Squid bodies. And then each arm was one of the, like, tentacle things. And then you had 2 coming out of your front, 2 coming out of your back, and then your body and legs were each one. And there was suckers that were different colors with glow-in-the-dark paint on each sucker and the eyes. So there were 3 of my kids, all with these costumes. And we took them to my brother's neighborhood where everybody gave out full-size candy bars. And one guy in particular, he worked for a candy company, and he had every candy bar. And he'd give each kid a huge bag and said, go pick out all your favorites. Make sure you get all of them. You guys would make out like bandits. And then he took you around my neighborhood.
I feel like there's an amazing idea there, which is if you dig a hole, you put 2 kids in those costumes in the hole, and just you tell them to fight. Everyone wins because the kids were gonna like love this. Everyone else is like, wow, I'm watching this horror flick, like dumb little fight between these kids. Be amazing entertainment and pretty ethical. Was like, I think most kids are gonna be like, wow, I get to go engage in combat in a giant squid outfit.
And then you can like go take bets to the adults.
Yeah, and it's cushioned enough that the kids aren't gonna get hurt, but they have these giant tentacles. Like, wow, I have a giant tentacle I can smack people with.
They were swatting at each other with their tentacles like crazy. When I was growing up, my favorite, I gotta say it was my mermaid costume, but I didn't get to wear it for very long because Nana had me in a photo shoot